So we're going to be doing a flu test, and we want to make sure that both of these have labeled for flu, influenza, and influenza. So for the first one, you're going to have to get it out of the fridge just because base 1 is always in the fridge. And then you have base 2, which is this one's not in the fridge. And then you have your swab. And then you got to make sure that you are setting the Alere machine. We got to make sure we also put the flu option and patient ID, either their initials and the room number. So let's go ahead and put CM, and let's just say they're in room 2. So you're going to go ahead and open the lid as it says on the screen. You're going to open base 1. This is a little code that's going to get scanned right here to make sure it's the proper test. And then we wait in the screen until it reads it, and it's going to confirm to make sure if it's a flu or a strep. So it's confirming a flu, so we press OK. So in the screen it's already telling us to put the flu sample. So that's when we open base 2. And we have a tester to transfer, and then we have the blue. So we are going to go ahead and place it right here for it to warm up. So usually when it warms up, we're going to go ahead and swab the patient. So it gives us 3 minutes in case we have to administer any medication or anything else. So it gives us proper time before the test goes invalid. And the way we swab for flu is we swab on the both nostrils. So we have the patient tilt the head up. And it is going to be a little bit tickly, they might sneeze, so actually it's really good to give them some tissue just in case they need it. I'm going to set this right here. Go ahead and tilt your head up. We're going to go ahead and swab it. It's going to be a little bit tickly. You're going to go in and just make circles in one of the nostrils. Alright, doing okay? And we usually wait until they kind of regain themselves. Doing good?
Can I rub my nose?
Yeah, go ahead and rub your nose. Ready? Okay. And then we're going to swab the other nostrils just so we could get a better sample and we don't get an invalid. So once again, tilt your head up, and we're going to go ahead and swab the other nostril. Sorry. Alright, and that's it. Yeah. So once we are back and we see that the timer's not done, we always like to leave it on the side. And if we're having more tests, it's good to also label it. Hold this. So we could put the patient's initials. Let's say CM, and they're in per se room 2. So we have that, and this is going to be the cartridge where we're going to transfer the specimen into the tester right here. So we're just going to leave that side here. All right, go over here. So now this is already indicating that it's ready to be mixed. So it's always good to put one finger right here, because once we take out this label, sometimes the solution pops out. And then we're going to get the specimen right here. As it says in the tester, we're going to dip this in, twist it for a good 10 seconds. We're going to swab this, and then we place this in the bio box, and then we press OK. So now we're going to get the transfer cartridge into the blue specimen solution. We're going to hear one click, and then we are going to transfer the transfer cartridge up into the orange one. And we have to make sure we hear all 4 clicks, and you're going to press it all the way down. Okay. So then eventually the tester is going to read it. So right now it's telling us to close the lid so the test can start. You have to really make sure you're closing the lid, because if you leave it open, it's gonna the test is not going to be valid. So then it gives around 10 minutes for the flu test to calibrate, and then it's either going to give us a negative or a positive result.